Hey all, so in this little video I'll show you how, not how, but like something I made. And that thing being a max flush DP if you don't use folds. Basically, if, I'm just gonna show it to you. It kind of seems overcomplicated, maybe it is, but I'll explain why the layout is the way it is. No. This is not the first version, this is 5.28. Blocks extends in 0.55 and retracts in 0.7. Same speed as this thing here, just this was way worse. Now the reason why this layout is the way it is basically by the way. So basically with this and like this retraction basically. Now obviously the problem is, and that's what when Purpose made this a while ago, you can't really power this. Like you need a redstone block here, and if you put like a well, you get the point. And that's why we move this in, but this doesn't move up. So what we do is we fold this and extend this. And for max, like this has to happen like this folding and then this extending has to happen at the same time. Now, the retraction, this on power is easy enough. Then we fold this in, and then these get retracted at the same time. Then we move this up and retract this. Then we retract this, 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 and this. And this chain thing on the side here is what makes it so hard. Because you kind of need an A, B, B, A thingy. But also chain to other things, and that is what this really confusing bit is for. This is kind of like a custom ever build for this with a lot of other shit added. Yeah. It isn't super interesting, but I'm kind of proud of it. Like the first version was pretty bad. I just like made this for fun. I was like, I can improve on that. So I did like I cut off one of the bottom, one of the side, and one of the back. And you can still make it smaller. I have zero doubt about that. But I'm not gonna do that. I don't really care. This was just like me doing some redstone this year. I have been busy with school. This was my first week of school in a new school, so I didn't really I did play, but I didn't do anything like extremely hard. Now the tutorial for the 7x7, I will not do a tutorial for 7x7. This wrap here is locational. Yeah, this thing I would need way more bed between here. And there's no way of doing that. So instead of making a tutorial for the 7x7, I will make a new 7x7 that isn't locational, that also is smaller, and then we'll make a tutorial on that. Yeah, that's where I stand with this. I hope you can understand and you're not too mad at me. Just letting you know that, because yeah, I wanted to make a tutorial, but school was just too much. Just wanted to show you that, I don't know, a weird and short little video. I'm still kind of proud of this. I mean, like, there's one interesting thing here which like you might recognize. This we've used this before. It's pretty interesting. And the problem is if you, let's say you have block ventilator on this thingy, because you do this. You can see only once it rotates. And that's because the rising this is the there's just not enough block ventilator here. Now you could add more block ventilator to this. Would maybe work, a few things with that. But the other thing, the thing I did is because I needed to power basically through this is I made this a pseudo. So the second rotate here is a pseudo already. So that's why the second one goes through, but the first one doesn't. The first one isn't a pseudo. And I get around with the having a pseudo by essentially this setup. No, not exactly like this, but because as you can see, this still doesn't work. But the way I get around that is by having a lot of block vent, still having some block vent delay here, but that block vent delay then gets like powered the tick before, so it's not ready to extend yet. So and then when it's ready, yeah, it works out. So that's kind of an interesting thing. This doesn't work standalone, but let's see if I can show it to you. You can see how like the spam. And like how this activates already like before this. And that's how I make this. So I have two pseudos. And I mainly need a pseudo in the first one. The second pseudo, like it's directly connected. The first pseudo is not. And that's the reason why I need this. Yeah. That was kind of funny. Other than that, the story is pretty basic. I believe this rep is directional. However, I really don't care, and I probably can do something about it. I'm just lazy. Yeah. I should probably ask like someone that's good with slime reps. Because I don't really use slime, and this is like yeah. However, I think this is also a good point, like because I don't know how much that applies to my YouTube audience, but I'm kind of known on the Redstone community. Like, I mean, this sounds so arrogant. I'm not known in the sense that like I'm super good at Redstone, but like people that know me know, like there's a good chance that they also know that I don't like slime. And yeah, that hasn't really changed. I still don't like slime and big doors. Doesn't mean that I can't celebrate a cool door that uses slime. It just means that I personally, my good doors will never use slime. However, I've been thinking, and I think I will do it differently from now on. Instead of never using slime for things like this, where slime is pretty much necessary, I will use it. And I will also try, I'm thinking about making like bigger doors, like at least once, like so 7/8x8 type doors with slime. I will just never make them as my first door. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's all I wanted to cover for this video. Yeah. Bit of a weird one, but I hope you still enjoyed it. And if you did, yeah, let me know. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I'm out and get you in the next one. See ya.